Senior Moments, sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group on News Talk KVNU, 102 FM and 610 AM.
Good morning and welcome to the Senior Moment Show. We are back again with another great show. Unfortunately, though, my co-host Sid Roeder is not here. My name is Bruce Lee. Sid is actually sunning and funning in Florida this week, and as we record this, it is cold outside, and so I'm a little jealous, and probably everybody is here as well. But she'll be back next week, and we look forward to having her back. In the meantime, it falls on me to let you all know that our show is sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group, and the Empowering Seniors Group is a group of professionals that have come together to help bring information to the community about professional services and events and all kinds of good stuff. If you'd like to learn more about the Empowering Seniors Group, you can contact us at Empowering Seniors CV, and the CV stands for Cache Valley, at gmail.com, or you can give us a call at 435-512-6406 and let us know how we're doing, or if you have interest in some topic that we haven't covered, let us know. We can pick that up. But today we have an interesting show, and I'm going to say I have some of the longest titles for these people that I've ever had on the show, so I'm going to try to make it through. I'm sure I'll stumble a couple of times, but we have three guests with us today. Our first guest is Shannon Erickson. She is the coordinator of learning and engagement of the Nora Eccles Harrison Museum of Art at USU. And Chandra Carlson is here. She's her assistant, the assistant for education outreach, or the assistant education and outreach coordinator. I almost got it right the first time. I just had to adjust a little bit. And then Amy Anderson is back with us. She is also a part of the Empowering Seniors Group, working with Sunshine Terrace. She is the director of outreach at Sunshine Terrace, and she's also the
spiritual counselor with our hospice.
Spiritual counselor with the hospice. So welcome to all of you.
Thank you. It's good to be here.
I'm glad to have you. We have a full house. So we're going to talk about some things that are happening to help with learning for the elderly, and some really cool stuff that's going on that USU is helping to sponsor, along with the Nora Eccles Harrison Museum of Art. But before we do that, let's learn a little bit about our guests. We'll start with Shannon, who is the coordinator. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself and how you became involved with this?
Great, thank you. My name's Shannon Erickson, and I am an educator, arts educator. I have a master's degree in arts education, and I began working for the Nora Eccles Harrison Museum of Art just this last year. Before then, I was in K through 12 schools. And how I came across this project is from the Utah Divisions of Arts and Museums. They provided a free workshop this summer for interested organizations, and we felt like this was a very important part of NEHMA. I'm going to abbreviate that, if that's okay.
Sure.
NEHMA, which is the art museum, just abbreviated, their mission is to bring art to people, increase well-being, and help adults learn new skills and encourage respect for differences. So that's part of our mission at NEHMA, is to provide all these things. And this particular creative aging grant, when we heard about it, fits perfectly into our mission. So the Utah Division of Arts and Museum is sponsoring it, along with Lifetime Arts. And this is a program that they have piloted nationwide. Utah's fortunate now to be a part of it as well. And this program brings art experiences to older adults. And right now, for this particular class, we are trying to target caregivers, those who spend time taking care of a loved one. Being a caregiver is an amazing job. It's an important job. Someone has to do that, and it's also a very taxing job. So we wanted to give back to these caregivers and have them have the opportunity to create, have a social outlet, as well as have this experience to learn new skills. One of the things that's important to us is to remember that just because you're a senior adult, an older adult, does not mean that learning stops. Learning is an ongoing process for our entire lives. So that's something that we just feel like this project is perfect. It fits in our mission at NEHMA, and we're so excited to present it to this community.
That's great. It's good to know that learning doesn't stop, too, because sometimes I think it has stopped, Amy? I don't know.
Bruce, I've worked with you in many capacities, and I know that you are always interested in learning new and different ways to do things and new and different ways that you can help the people that you take care of. So I think this is something that, this fits right down your alley.
It's nice of you to say, and this is very interesting. Chandra, tell me about how you're involved with this.
Yeah, so my name is Chandra Carlson, and I just graduated from Utah State in 2020 with my BFA in Art Education.
What is BFA?
Bachelor's of Fine Arts.
Gotcha.
And I stumbled on this job and got this job just back in September, and it's actually been a really just unique experience. I get to teach K through 12 and work with the community and just provide a really good, unique resource from the museum.
Awesome. And Amy, how are you involved here?
So as Shannon mentioned, this program is targeting older adults, and we were made aware of it at Sunshine Terrace Foundation that there was this grant opportunity, and at the same time had been working with the museum on potentially trying to find some safe times that caregivers could bring their loved one up to the museum just to help enrich their lives. And with the world of COVID, obviously the museum had shut down. So when this grant opportunity came up, we thought this might be a great first partnership to begin to provide the arts education classes to seniors. So that's how that came about.
Awesome. Okay. And so as far as the funding and the grants concerned, Shannon, I know that there's some events that are coming up, but how does this get funded?
Yes, I mentioned that it's through the Utah Divisions of Arts and Museums. So that's our funding. And then we, as a partnership, Sunshine Terrace and NEHMA, will provide the classes and also a art exhibition of those who participate after it's done. So right now we're funded through this grant. Lifetime Arts also is the pilot. They showed the model of how this works. It's been very successful nationwide. It's a great program, and it just really encourages those senior adults, older adults, to get involved in a new skill in art making in this particular instance.
So in your role, are you writing the grant proposal?
Yes, we have written a grant. Sunshine Terrace has written a grant as well. So we actually have two separate grants going at the same time. Sunshine Terrace's grant will be just for those in assisted living, but my grant through the Art Museum at Utah State will be for open to the public, older adults who, and like I said, we're targeting caregivers, those who spend time taking care of a loved one, because we want to give back to them specifically. But we will open it to all older adults.
Great. We're getting ready to go to our first break. Listeners out there, if you'll grab a pencil and a piece of paper, when we come back from the break, we will get contact information so that you can learn about the events that are coming up. In the meantime, this is the Senior Moment Show. We are sponsored by the Empowering Seniors Group, and we will be right back.
You have a lot of options when it comes to buying or selling a home. Do you list it online, sell it yourself, or do you have a realtor help? It's a major financial and emotional decision. A realtor is the liaison between buyers and sellers and really helps you navigate complex contracts, deadlines, and disclosures.
Hi, this is Sid Roeder with Achievement Realty. I work for you to get the best outcome for your situation. Let me earn your trust with a free consultation and a free market analysis. Call me today at 512-6406. Then list it, sell it, and move on.
This is Brian Erickson for the Sunshine Minute. Each day, our nurses, CNAs, cooks and servers, housekeepers, laundry staff, music, recreation therapy teams, office staff, receptionists, and many more arrive around the clock. These heroes show up ready and willing to serve and protect our residents and clients. We are so grateful to our dedicated team. On behalf of the Board of Sunshine Terrace Foundation and our community, thank you to all of our employees for keeping us safe. We bring more to life together.
This is Mark Thurston from White Pine Funeral Services. On behalf of all of us here at White Pine, we want to thank the community of Cache Valley for your support this past year. Thank you for selecting us as a silver winner for the Best of Northern Utah. We look forward to many more years of working with you here in our community. We know you have a choice, and we hope you will consider White Pine Funeral Services. If you have questions about cremation, funerals, or planning ahead, please contact us or visit whitepinefunerals.com.
White Pine Funeral Services, here when you need us most.
If you're retired or plan to retire soon, will you outlive your money or will your money outlive you? If you don't know the answer, I can help. Hi, I'm Patty Bartholomew, a financial consultant with Parsonex Securities. If you have questions about your financial plan or just need a second opinion, call me today at 435-227-5556.
Investments are not FDIC insured, nor are they deposits of or guaranteed by a bank or any other entity, so they may lose value. Investors should carefully consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the funds. This and other important information is contained in each fund's prospectus and summary prospectus, which can be obtained from a financial professional and should be read carefully before investing. Securities offered through Parsonex Securities, Inc., member FINRA, SIPC, 8310 South Valley Highway, Suite 110, Inglewood, Colorado, 80112-303-662-8700.
Welcome back to the Senior Moment Show. Hard for me to get that out today. If you're just joining us today, we have three guests in the studio with us. We have Shannon Erickson, the coordinator of learning and engagement of the Nora Eccles Harrison Museum of Art at USU, and Chandra Carlson, Assistant Education Outreach Coordinator, and Amy Anderson, Director of Outreach at Sunshine Terrace Foundation. Before we went to break, we promised that we would get some contact information, and there are some events that are upcoming, and so we'll get this again. But Shannon, what's the contact information to find out more about these things that you're doing?
Thank you. Yes. If you'll call me at 435-797-0182 and leave a message, you need to just leave your name and phone number. That will get you registered for this event. It's 435-797-0182.
Thank you. Amy, while we're at break, you were talking about some special training that needed to happen to get the application in for the grant.
Yeah, so again, the whole point of this is to help communities understand why learning doesn't stop at a specific age. And so for Shannon and I to be eligible to apply for the grant, we actually had to undergo a 2-day training that talked about the benefits of creating and attending arts events. And I think one of the reasons we targeted caregivers is some of the findings on that research are that individuals who participate either in creating art or even just attending arts, it helps their cognition, it lowers hypertension, it helps reduce limitations on their physical functioning, all of those things which are really of benefit to anybody, but especially caregivers who, as you know, Bruce, often their health declines at a greater rate than the person often that they're caregiving for. So this gives them a respite break as well as helps improve their lives as well. So that training was really formative in how we looked at this. The artists that we're participating with as well had to go through this so that they would have an understanding of the benefits to older adults and how to help make sure that their participation achieves those goals.
Thanks, Amy. You know, we've talked a lot about where all the money's come from and all the grants that have been written, all that stuff. We haven't talked about the events. And so maybe we ought to do that now. Shannon, what's upcoming?
Sure. So what this will be is a series of 8 classes beginning in March and going through April, every Wednesday, meeting at Sunshine Terrace from 1 p.m. till 2:30 p.m. So it's an hour-and-a-half class. The participants will be participating in painting, collage, and some assemblage in a portrait class. So this is a visual art class. The teacher will be John Westenskow. He is a local teaching artist who graduated from Utah State University in 1983 with a BFA. Chandra explained that earlier, a Bachelor's of Fine Arts in Art, and he's now retired. He taught for 36 years at Mount Logan Middle School. So he's a seasoned teacher, and he is so excited to teach this class. This was just an incredible opportunity for him. He is a seasoned teacher and able to teach any skill level. And I think that's important to remember as people considering this class, oh, I'm not an artist. That's one of the most common things people say to me. I'm not an artist. But John he can take you no matter what your skill level is and elevate you to a whole new person by the time this is done. You'll be able to, if you're an advanced artist, he'll walk you through some new techniques. If you're beginning, you will have such a great time.
So we've mentioned all the funding. I'm curious, is there a cost to the participants?
Yes, we do have a charge for the participants. It's $25 per participant. This will cover some of the basic supplies that are needed for the class. And it's just also to hold your spot, because we want to make sure we fill all of the spots. And so that $25 down just kind of secures your spot.
Okay, so this is March through April on Wednesdays, 1 to 2:30, starting which day?
So we will begin the first Wednesday in March, and
you just have to see their eyes are going like,
none of us brought a calendar with us.
What the first Wednesday of March's day is, and so we're all looking at our phones right now.
But I can give the address. So it's going to be held actually in Sunshine Terrace's outpatient therapy, which is called The Works, and that's located at 209 West 300 North in Logan. So when people come, they'll come in there and head upstairs, and that's where we'll be doing the class on that first Wednesday in March at 1 o'clock.
Fun. And do we get the date?
Yes, we got the date. Thank you for technology, right? Yeah. So March 2nd.
That's March 2nd. Okay, good. March 2nd is the day, the first day. And so get your pen and paper. Again, we'll get the contact information before we stop. So if you're interested in doing this, then we'll get all this information for you. The $25 covers all the material that everybody will need.
It doesn't cover all the materials. A lot of the materials will be provided through the grant we wrote. The $25 is just, kind of your deposit of, I'm committed to this. Because we don't want to have people that don't commit and have all of a sudden an empty classroom for John. He's such a fantastic guy.
Right.
He's a fantastic teacher. So the $25 is just your commitment that, yes, I'm going to do this class. But
there'll be no additional cost to the participants.
Yes. No, there won't be any more cost to the participant. But the art supplies are actually
so what you're
several
$100. This is a deal.
This is a
screaming deal.
It's a screaming deal.
It's a screaming deal. It's several $100 worth of supplies.
We all know we like a good bargain.
Yes, this is a bargain.
So if you've been thinking about getting into an art class and you happen to be a caregiver and would like to get out and get a break, then come do this, because it will be a deal. And fun.
Sweet deal.
Sweet deal. A sweet deal. All right. Question about the caregiver and those who they're caring for. What if they want to bring the person they're caring for and they want to participate too? Is that okay?
Yes.
I was going to say, our goal is really for this to be a respite opportunity for caregivers, because they're spending so much time and effort in care for the person that they love. If we really would encourage them, they can give us a call too to see if we can help them maybe arrange respite for their loved one, so someone is safe. Would that be a different
phone number?
Yeah, we can see what we can do. As we all know right now, it's kind of tough, but asking a neighbor, asking a fellow church member to come and just be with that person for an hour and a half, we really are encouraging the caregivers to take advantage of this for themselves.
Okay, again, we will promise to come back from the break. We're about to head out here in just a second with contact information to get this screaming deal on this wonderful art program, which isn't just any art class. It's a great art class. It's going to be really well done. So we're going to head to break here, and we will see you on the other side.
When it comes to successful aging, eating well matters. Staying physically active matters. Getting socially engaged matters. Living alone, aging alone, it's harder to consistently do that. Hi, this is Chris Grohl with Pioneer Valley Lodge, where we make it easier to do those things every day. Our mission at Pioneer Valley Lodge in North Logan is to help seniors live better, age more gracefully, and stay independent for as long as possible. Pioneer Valley Lodge, an independent living community for seniors.
Whether you have a small business, large corporation, or sole proprietorship, remember Cook Martin Polson has provided quality accounting services since 1977. At Cook Martin Polson, they believe you've earned it, and they're going to help you keep it. Take a minute right now to call 750-5566. That's 750-5566 to set up your tax appointment and let Cook Martin Polson show you how to keep the money you have earned.
This is Jared Ripplinger with Cook Martin Polson. You've worked hard for your money. Let us help you keep it.
Did you know that one of the greatest threats to our quality of life is a fall? 1/3 of Americans 65 and older, and 1/2 of those over 80 will fall this year. Many will never be the same again, and some will never return to their homes. This is Bruce at Comfort Care. One of the ways we can help people stay in their home is through our free in-home fall protection survey. Let us help you identify these fall risks. Call us at 754-7676. Comfort Care, 754-7676.
Oh, it seems like yesterday I was playing with my kids on the playground.
Seems like yesterday I was building a treehouse in the backyard.
Time goes by too fast, but there is something you can do to ensure you're taken care of down the road. I'm Tracy Ferris with Quality First Insurance. A long-term care insurance policy is something we all need as we get older. If you wait until you need it, you're too late. Let me help you understand the options and benefits of long-term care insurance. Call me today, 435-752-0101.
Reed's Pharmacy in Hiram offers free delivery service 5 days a week, Monday through Friday throughout the valley. Just stay home and they will deliver to you. With 25 different suppliers, they won't have the shortage that others might have. Also, with compounding and many other services, they will be able to serve all your needs. In order to stay safe and help slow the spread, please call Reed's Pharmacy in Hiram at 245-DRUG, and they will take care of you.
Welcome back to the Senior Moment Show. If you're just joining us today, we are talking with Shannon Erickson, Coordinator of Learning and Engagement of the Nora Eccles Harrison Museum of Art at USU, Chandra Carlson, Assistant Education and Outreach Coordinator, and Amy Anderson, Director of Outreach at Sunshine Terrace Foundation. And before we went to break, we promised that we would get some contact information for the great deal on this art class that's coming up, which you should take advantage of because for $25 you get lots of good stuff. Shannon, how should people register?
They should call me and leave a message. The phone number is 435-797-0182. So just leave a message. I'm rarely at my desk because I'm running education programs at the Art Museum. So 435-797-0182.
Awesome. And there's this is not an unlimited class, right? How many people can come to this class?
We do have to cap it at 24 people. So if you want to do this, register right away. Call. We don't have unlimited space, and so we have to cap it at 24.
Are there... I'm sure there are other ways that you're notifying people besides this radio show. So that will it be flyers? Is it going to be posted on a website or something like that?
Yes, it's being marketed other ways as well.
Okay, so if you're listening to this and you think you might have interest, that number again is 435-797-0182, and this will air on a Saturday. Can they call on a Saturday?
Yes, they can call on a Saturday. They just need to leave a message. So if it will go to voicemail, and you just need to leave your name. Also, if you would leave your phone number as well, that will make it so I can contact you back.
Okay, good. Amy, you said Sunshine Terrace is doing some other things down there too?
Yeah, so we actually also applied for a grant, as Shannon mentioned, and received one. So for the residents of our Terrace Grove Assisted Living, we're bringing in a fused glass artist. Her name is Dana Worley, and she's going to begin classes for us next Wednesday for our residents. So they're going to be doing a series of art classes as well as some of the art education, just explaining fused glass processing, art glass throughout the centuries. So it's that combination of
is that like
that
stained
lifelong
glass?
learning. It's fused glass. So I'm going to be learning alongside them. I have a feeling, Bruce, on exactly what it is, but
it sounds like heat and fire and stuff
like
so
that. She will take these pieces back to her home where she has 3 kilns, and the pieces will be fired. So it's going to be an exciting project. I'm looking forward to it. And again, it's just that idea that learning doesn't stop at a specific age. It doesn't stop no matter where you live. And we're just thrilled to be able to offer this to our residents. And then also equally excited that our artists will be joining with the Artists for John's program up at the Museum of Art to do a celebration of their creativity. So families will be able to come, the public will be able to come and see the things that they've created. I think the key of this is it's a class. It's an 8-week commitment because you're learning something new. You're helping your cognition. You're helping you age better. So
quality of life.
Yeah, quality of life. So I think that's something we really haven't stressed is it is 8 weeks. It's not just come one Wednesday. We're asking people to make that commitment to come for the full 8 weeks. And we had talked earlier about whether people could bring their loved one. If someone has a question about that, either leave a message with Shannon when you call, or people can always call me and we can kind of sort through that and just see if that might be appropriate or what we can do to help make sure that that person is safe at home while you're attending. So my number is 435-754-0233.
One more time on that.
754-0233.
Okay, and that is if someone wants to come, but they're not sure if they have somebody to watch the person that they're caring for, that you might be able to get some assistance for them or figure that out.
We'll see what we can do to help. Because obviously we want people to have the experience, that respite time.
And Amy's personal address is, I'm just kidding, that's not what we're going to do. Okay. I feel like we haven't let Chandra talk enough. And so, Chandra, what do you think of all this? Tell us your opinion here.
Well, when Shannon first told me about this grant and that she got to do this training and everything, I thought, oh my gosh, like how incredible of an opportunity this is. Like, it's one thing that we have classes for, the youth and teenagers and so on, but to be able to do a class like this, especially for art and being able to learn something new, I just think this is an extremely beneficial opportunity, and it's a screaming deal.
It's a screaming deal. Okay, so we've got Shannon's phone number for registration. You said that there's a website too. What would the website be if people want to just go look and get more information there?
The website is artmuseum.usu.edu.
artmuseum.usu.edu.
Yes.
Okay, and we're running out of time here, but there's also going to be an exhibition for this too, right? People are going to show off their stuff?
Right. We're going to have a culminating event. It's going to be a celebration of all these participants, both the Sunshine Terrace ones and the Caregivers. We'll come together, we'll see the art. There's a photographer coming that will document this process, and so it's going to be just a big party. Families are invited.
Everybody likes a party. Okay, well.
And we'll make sure you get an invitation too, Bruce.
Oh my gosh, this is my first invitation. Thank you. Well, thanks to you all for being here today. We appreciate all the information and hope some people take advantage of this great opportunity to take this class. Again, that number is 435-797-0182 if you're interested. This has been the Senior Moment Show. Please join us next week.